So guess what? Joe Biden gave us one of the strongest economies in the history of this country in decades. But you wouldn't know that by the press reports. The press liked to report during the election that voters believe X, voters believe the economy is bad. And they did that to help boost up Donald Trump, to make it, a campaign where he's like this. So they did the he said, she said, rather than just present the facts. And the facts were that inflation was going down. It was going to get better for everybody, even though on the personal level, people were still hurting, but it was changing. Unemployment was at record lows. Okay. The stock market was up. Everything, all the arrows were pointing in the right direction with the GDP, with everything. But voters didn't believe it. Americans didn't believe it. Well, why didn't they believe it? Okay. That matters. And now I want to read you something because this is frightening. We know that the economy is what people say they vote on, et cetera, et cetera. This is what we're getting. This was in the Telegraph today. Paul Mortimer Lee of the National Institute of Economic and Social Research said the, quote, ill-considered, rushed, and damaging, unquote, combination of tariffs, the mass expulsion of illegal immigrants, tax cuts, and spending efficiencies was likely to tip the U.S. economy into recession. These are the Trump and Elon Musk policies. Remember, we don't hear anything about Vance. You wouldn't even know that he was on the ticket anymore. It's all about Elon Musk. Mr. Mortimer Lee said, in a worst case scenario where immigrant expulsions are massive, tariff increases hit straight away, and retaliation is swift and effective, GDP could contract by 2 to 3 percentage points. A recession in the world's largest economy would send shockwaves across the globe, with China, Mexico, Canada, and Germany all likely to struggle given their deep economic links to the U.S. There you have it. So Elon Musk is out there saying, and I don't know in what capacity he's speaking since he was elected to nothing. He's an immigrant who came to this country and I guess did pretty well, takes us for suckers, maybe rightfully so. He's out there saying that we have to tank this economy in order to rebuild it. There is not an economist on the planet who says that needs to be done. Why would you take one of the best economies we've ever had and tank it? Well, I can tell you why. They have no intention of rebuilding it. The way you control the population is to keep them poor, scared, on edge, in chaos. Sound familiar? That's how Trump does everything. We have no reason to believe Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not on our side. He is on Vladimir Putin's side. Remember, COVID tanked our economy. The pandemic, rather, tanked our economy. And we know that the pandemic was preventable. Trump knew what was coming. He chose to let this happen. Think about that. He knew what it would do. He knew it would kill hundreds of thousands of people needlessly. He knew it would tank the economy. This was done intentionally. Is he a stupid man on many levels? Oh, you bet. But remember, he's not pulling the strings on this himself. His own DNI, Director of National Intelligence, Dan Coates, from last time he was president, said that he believes Trump was compromised of being somehow blackmailed by Vladimir Putin. So we know there's the Putin connection. And we have to accept that. We know that Elon Musk talks to Putin, which is in violation of the law, the Logan Act. Elon Musk is not our friend. So now they want to purposely tank the economy. And again, all of these things are not separate things that have nothing to do with one another. When these various policy proposals and authoritarian actions that Trump is going to take, that he and Elon Musk are going to take, they all work together to achieve the goal of destroying us from within, destroying our economy. Because when our economy is weak, when we have no money, when we are poor, when we are sick, we can't fight back. We are easier to control. And remember, piece of advice that Vladimir Putin reportedly gave Trump when the Black Lives Matter protesters were in Washington. He told him to go out there and dominate the streets. Vladimir Putin is saying that. So that's when Trump marched over there across the street from the White House to that church, that boarded up church with the upside down Bible. He wanted to shoot people. He wanted the military or law enforcement to shoot people. That's who he is. So now when they talk about anything that affects our economy, remember, they plan to tank the economy. No, they don't have to do it. You don't have to tank the economy to rebuild it. You take the current excellent economy, which should have resulted in Kamala Harris being elected. You take the current economy and you build on it. And you grow roots so it can remain strong. Because when America sneezes, the rest of the world catches cold. And I think that's what this is about. This isn't just about pillaging the riches of the United States, which they're going to do. They're all going to make money for it. This is an oligarchy, and it's about Putin and Trump and Musk, maybe a few others, just pillaging for their own personal wealth, for themselves. Wealth and power. And we're letting them do it. But this isn't just about the United States. I think this goes further. I think this is about having that impact around the world. This is about world domination. This isn't just about controlling the United States. We made that easy. The media and Merrick Garland made that easy. Like taking candy from a baby. But now, if we tank, if our economy tanks, which it looks like it's going to, because they're planning on doing it. Elon Musk told us they're going to do it. When people tell you they're going to do something, they're probably going to do it. But you don't have to tank the economy to build it back up. They want to tank the economy for the sake of tanking it. And since no economist will agree with them that there's any reason to tank the U.S. economy and then build it back up, it's not about the building back up. It's about the tanking it. And when you look at all of the things that they can have if they tank the economy, world domination, more personal wealth, control us, believe them. But again, Elon Musk is not our friend. So what I just read you from the Telegraph, an economist saying, this is going to tank the Trump initiatives, the Trump actions, the authoritarianism is going to tank the U.S. economy, and that will reverberate economically around the world. That is the point, folks. That is the point. It's not going to be an accidental, unfortunate byproduct of the Elon Musk, Trump, Putin policies. That is the intention. That's what they want to do. So I'm hoping that the very slim House Republican majority means that they can't just go in lockstep with what these monsters want to do. That if they believe that we are still going to have elections again, which of course is in jeopardy, we know that. Trump's even talking like that. But they have to be more afraid of us than of Elon Musk, Vladimir Putin, and Donald Trump. If they think their jobs are dependent on we the people, instead of the oligarchs, the authoritarians, and the dictators, then we still have a chance, because they still have to answer to us. So start paying close attention and be responsive to your elected officials, especially the MAGA Republicans. I know we don't want to talk about them. We don't want to talk to them, but I think we got to. Because when these guys tank the economy, it's not to build it back up. It is to cause us grievous, grievous harm. Again, Elon Musk is not our friend.